Live from Hollywood, he's now worse than Kobe Bryant at filmmaking and basketball, your host of Secret Black People Meeting, Niles Abston.
It's me, your host, Niles Abston. Glad you're here. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you also enjoyed the Oscars, because I didn't. Pretty much everybody I rooted for didn't win. I mean, I was rooting for Margot Robbie. She didn't bring home the Best White Woman award. Get Out lost Best Picture to a fish porno. But Jordan Peele won Best Original Screenplay. Very excited about that. He's the first black writer to ever win it. Only 4 have been nominated in the Oscars' 90-year history. And he's also the first black person to be nominated for the award in 27 years. I guess black people just stopped writing movies for those couple decades. Kobe Bryant also became the first pro athlete to be nominated for an Oscar and to win an Oscar. I think the Academy really messed up, though, because they had an opportunity to give O.J. Simpson one for Best Actor. They never did that. Oh, come on, guys. You really think that glove fit? But anyway, congrats, Kobe. Proud of you, man. That's one more trophy without Shaq. Good job. Frances McDormand brought home the Best White Woman award for her superb acting in 3 Billboards. And she gave a very passionate speech where she asked every woman in the crowd that was nominated for an Oscar to please, stand up and be recognized and, be empowered. So let's
to have all the female nominees in every category stand with me in this room tonight. The actors, the filmmakers, the producers.
And the black women. No? Oh, okay. I guess we all learned Wakanda isn't real, and it has nothing to do with the Oscars. Also, Emma Stone had a few words to say when she was on the stage presenting. Let's see what Emma Stone had to say.
It into a work of art. These 4 men and Greta Gerwig created their own masterpieces this year.
Okay. Since we're just, throwing things out there, I'd like to ask Emma, hey girl, you still Asian? No? Okay. I saw a study this week that showed that 86% of people in New York City that are busted for marijuana possession are either black or brown. It's almost as if the cops are trying to fix this whole Oscar so white situation, but the wrong way. It's becoming a national trend. There was a white woman that made up 3 black guys for a false rape accusation. That's right. She made up 3 black guys, just made up out of her head and created this whole situation. Why is it that made-up criminal seems to be the only role that black and brown men can get these days? It's almost like if racists are the only casting directors that have our backs. So, regular casting directors. But anyway, if you're from New York City, why are you complaining about weed smoke anyway? Your city smells like piss. Burnt marijuana is an upgrade. But all this Oscar talk had me thinking about Secret Black People Meeting correspondent Chelse, Greaux, who actually worked at the Oscars this weekend. Let's see what she has to say.
Thank you, Niles. It's time for another edition of Grow Up. And Grove's going down. Today I worked the Oscars, and there's a lot of rules. I was a cater server, so everyone was telling us, don't make eye contact with the celebrities. Don't breathe near them. Don't ask them questions. You may melt. If you look at a celebrity, you may melt, and it was just like, it's so dumb. Everyone was like, don't do this, and don't, even believe that you can have a conversation with a celebrity. Like, there's a separation. You handle the hors d'oeuvres and do not make eye contact. And all I could think was, all these actors at one point were probably in my position, right? Like, we actually have something to talk about. It's so funny. All the white people that had access to all the celebrities, black, white, Latino, they ain't got nothing to talk about with these people. I could sit there. I bet money Allison Janney was a caterer server at some point. What's wrong with me saying, hey girl, what's up? Oh girl, I used to be there. Also, I could be. People don't think like that. Everybody just wants to have access. Like, well, I am privileged, so I have access to the Oscars, and I have access to this person and this celebrity. And it's like, why don't you just be real? Why don't you grow up and be real? Everybody just wants to have access. They want to be the one that's in, and they want to be in the in crowd. Hey, I have an idea. How about be respectful, be kind, talk, instead of acting like you're superior to everybody. That's ridiculous, and that's one thing that I noticed about the Oscars. Everybody just wants to be in and be on, but nobody wants to do the work to actually be there. Do you know most of the celebrities in that room that all these rich white people are so obsessed to get to? They probably snapped at them one point when they were at a pool party, like, excuse me, Octavia Spencer, can you please bring me some more shrimp? I didn't like it, bye-bye, okay? Grow up and recognize some of y'all out here being rude to some of this staff. Some of y'all are gonna be sitting there trying to get into the Oscars so you can get a glimpse of these same people that you shoo-shooing and poo-pooing to and from you, okay? So why don't you grow up and be a human being and realize you're not better than nobody else? Because the reason most of these A-list celebrities that I usually wait on are nice people, they're nicer than the rich people. They're nicer than the people that are rich and just there because they had to work for it, okay? Tarantino used to sleep on a couch, y'all, and work in a video store. Y'all need to grow up and realize that the people up top, they don't want to talk to y'all, okay? All these people that are rich and privileged, we have nothing in common. Yeah, I'm rich, but I had to earn it, okay? And that goes into the other part of my grow up thing today. If you are out here complaining about your status in life, and I'm talking to myself as well, because it's hard, to have talent and have dreams and have passion, and then you have to constantly be in a service position or a subservient position to other people. But if you want to change it, you got to do the work, okay? And I'm talking to myself too. We can't be out here, y'all, complaining, oh, I want to make more money, or I want to be an actor, I want to be a comedian, a writer, a dancer. Do the work, okay? When the last time you wrote something down, writer? When's the last time you took a dance class, ballerina? Like, you can't sit there and watch YouTube videos and be like, oh yeah, one day I'm gonna make it. No, grow up and get in the grind, okay? Because there are 24 hours in each day. And all these people that y'all looking up to, I want to be like Oprah, I want to be like Beyonce. Guess what time they get up? 5 o'clock in the morning, okay? They get up before the sun does. You want to be successful? You got to get up before the sun does. You got to get up and do your work, okay? All these nonchalant fools out here, I just want to be on. I just want to have access. Or if I'm cool with this person, they're going to put me on. For what? For what? People think, oh, I'm friends with a celebrity, so they're going to make me a celebrity. No. They're a celebrity because they either A, worked for it, or B, slept with Harvey Weinstein. So either way, and Weinstein's out. So that's not an option anymore. So now you really got to do the work. So everybody grow up, stop thinking you're superior to other people, and stop complaining about your position in life when you're not doing anything to change it. Thank you again. I'll see y'all next week, and I'm going to toss it back to Mr. Niles.
Thanks, Chelse. That was very funny. And if anyone tries to act like you're not funny, they definitely deserve an Oscar because that's a hard thing to do. Let's get into sports. Patriots team owner Robert Kraft, age 76, just had a child with his girlfriend Ricky Lander, age 38. Now, I don't like to get into people's ages, but isn't she a little old to be having babies? 2 San Francisco police officers carelessly fired at a suspect 65 times, missing every shot. Now, there's one thing I have to say to San Francisco PD. Please send these guys to black neighborhoods. We need their bad aim to serve and protect us. I know it's a pipe dream, because with that bad aim, no future in policing, and they definitely don't have a future in teaching in America. Because if you saw the Georgia teacher that barricaded himself in his classroom with a gun and fired multiple shots, and it's just like, great. First it was arm the teachers, now we're going to have to arm the students. And then what do we tell the parents, man? It's going to get to the point where the shots fired at a parent-teacher conference ain't all going to be verbal. A TV reboot of the 1980s film, The Heathers, is on its way. But not so fast. It's being postponed because the show deals with elements of gun violence. And they didn't want to offend anyone that was affected by the Parkland shooting in Florida. I'd really like to tell this producer, like, hey bro, this is America. If you're holding out on shootings, that shit ain't ever coming out. But you can always take it overseas though, to pretty much any other country. Because guns are ingrained in our culture. Check out this church. They got their AR-15s blessed in front of the whole congregation. I'm all for religious freedom, but I don't think AR-15s need any extra blessing. Because they seem to be working pretty effectively these days. Stacey Dash is running for a House seat in the House of Representatives in California. A lot of people are wondering, how long is this campaign actually going to last? I would say probably as long as her acting career, 15 minutes and an occasional sexy music video here and there. I don't know. And then people are asking, how is she going to pull this off? I don't know, because politicians these days are actually good actors. Her friend Ben Carson said that poverty is a state of mind. and that public housing should not be, too comfortable because then people will get lazy. Obviously, Ben Carson is a successful brain surgeon because he has successfully removed his own brain. I think we can dispel the argument that brain surgery is harder than rocket science because Ben Carson can do one of them. It's a dumbass. He fired a staffer recently because he could not redecorate Ben Carson's office under the $5,000 budget. Republicans, this is what you get for not hiring gay people. A gay guy could have redecorated the whole building for $500 in a Jamba Juice. Homophobia is expensive. Y'all's President Trump claims that if a shooting was going on in a building, that he would run inside even without a gun. I call BS. Mainly because if you saw this last election, Trump doesn't run anything without the Russians' help. I've been hearing because of Trump that this is the worst time in history. Wrong. Because a lot of people saying that grew up when black people didn't even have the right to vote. Just say it. Say the truth. It's a bad time in history for you. There's been plenty of presidents that have made living in America a living hell for people of color. You can take it back to Richard Nixon saying the N-word like he was the fourth part of the Migos. Or you can talk about Ronald Reagan's policies that tore apart neighborhoods with crack and guns, Bill Clinton's crime bill, and George Bush's dumbassness. Think about it. Now you finally get to realize and see what your voting has done to you. And it's not good. This is Secret Black People Meeting. I'm your host, Niles Abston.